Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to get started with this guitar series idea I've had, and this is the first guitar that I ever bought. Not the first guitar I ever played, because the first guitar I ever played is actually in Italy, and it was a nylon string guitar that my dad had. But this is the first guitar that I actually purchased. We were actually in Boston, and I was 12 years old, and we went to this guitar center. It was around my birthday, and 2003, so it's getting close to being vintage. Well, not quite yet, but it's gonna get there. But yeah, I went to the store, and I had just started playing guitar for about 3 or 4 months, so I didn't really know anything about anything. I just kind of was trying guitars out, and I really liked this one. And I didn't know anything about Martins or anything like that, or Gibsons or anything. I was just playing guitar, and I was just like playing it acoustically. I was like, oh, this sounds pretty good. And so I decided to pick it. It had actually a nice discount, and it's a model that just came out. It's called the 00CXA Grand Concert, and it's made of carbon fiber. And obviously I didn't know that at the time. I just picked it for the sound, and I thought it, like, acoustically has this really sweet sound, kind of delicate. But it was also nice that it was one of, kind of the first ones to feature a amp system, so like you could plug into an amp and get some nice sounds out of it. So I like that too about it. And I mean, they improved a lot when it comes down to amplification system for guitars. So the one that's on here now, I basically have it set up as like there is this EQ here on the side of the guitar, and you have the bass, the mids, the highs, and then you have this thing called presence that makes it really bright. So I keep the presence all the way to 0. The highs are at about like 1/3, and then the mids and the lows are about at 5. And this is, I think, the best sound I can get out of it. It's nothing, it's nothing incredible, but it sounds pretty good for. It's very nice because the guitar is really small, so you don't have any feedback issues. And so I use it for like little club gigs where I don't really know what kind of system I'm gonna have, or what kind of sound system there's gonna be, or if I'm gonna have to be really close to other people, because I don't want to have any feedback issues. So like, even though I purchased this guitar like some 17 years ago, I still use it quite a bit for my gigs in New York City, because I find it pretty versatile, and it sounds pretty good. And I actually find that it sounds really good with effects, and I've used it with effects. So like, it's clean now, just a little reverb from the amp. And the amp I use is a Fishman, the Loudbox Mini. It's a Fishman Loudbox Mini. It's about 60 watts, and I use it to all my gigs. It's got actually a microphone input in it as well. So it's clean now, with just a little reverb, a little bit of reverb. If you add distortion to it, you can get some cool sounds out of it. octave pedal that I have here, and I feel like that kind of also sounds really good with the guitar with distortion. This guitar also has a really nice neck that's kind of smaller, and so that allows you to bend the strings really easy, so it kind of feels like you're playing an electric. Sounds really good with a phaser as well. I'm gonna put it on right now. Also, not in standard tuning. I have my low E is dropped to a D, so if you hear some interesting sounds, that's also why. But yeah, this is my first guitar, and it had a lot of repairs done to it. The bridge came off a couple of times, so I had to have that re-glued. We also dropped it one time, so the bottom had to be re-glued. You know, it's like it's lived its life. And you know, I'm really attached to it because it's just like my first guitar that, you know, that I had and that I played a lot on from when I was 12 years old. So I'm happy to still have it, and I still use it quite a bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Thanks.